Well, my colleague Ava Hedges has been having some adventures around the JDC course, and she showed us this morning on GMQC.
But since I'm here at TPC Deere Run, I decided to take my break walk to the course. So our 11 a.m. producer, JC, and we went together. I recorded it on my Strava app, which is like a running app. Take a look. It took us just over an hour and a half. And at almost 5 miles long, we racked up a whopping 9,900 steps.
Wow.
Look at that. Now, granted, it was kind of like the blind leading the blind. So maybe we had a couple extra steps in there trying to figure out where to go. But yeah, so we walked like, where the golf carts go in the spectator course around. And that took us just about an hour and a half of walking time. But of course, I stopped to speak to some people on my way. And we met some really awesome people. So these are the volunteers who make it possible each year, and each are here for a different reason. For example, Steve Waller. He's a Quad City native from East Moline who now lives in Rock Island. He's a first-year marshal at the course near the end of the second hole, and he says he got involved because he gets to watch golf all day. But don't let that fool you. He takes his duties very seriously and even taught me a thing or two about his job.
I'm going to coach you on this, like a rat would coach you. Okay. All right. Go, come on, gotta hurry. Move it. Don't tangle up the rope.
Okay.
Don't tangle it up. You're walking in the thing, get more closer off the course. Oh, you're on the wrong side of the rope.
Oh no. Okay, wait. Now this is the big moment, right? You gotta bring it this way.
Yep.
Well, he had me stressed out there for a little bit, but he gave me a 10 out of 10 for my skills. But get this, he also gave me his best golf clap, which he says needs to be, quote, not a sissy clap, but quiet. So take a listen.
Okay, so give us your best golf clap. Go ahead.
Perfect. Thank you.
Perfect.
And Steve was awesome to talk to. And what's most interesting is, get this, he says his mustache also has a name, and it's Cornelius. So make sure you say hi to Steve and Cornelius if you find yourself out near the second hole. Well, we also met another QC native and Channel 8 viewer, Mike Drymiller from Moline, and his grandson Samuel from Dubuque. Now, he says he's been a volunteer on and off since 1975 and remembers when the Classic wasn't as big as it is today. This year, Mike is spending the Classic trying to get his grandson into golf. And like Steve and Mike, plenty of volunteers are here because they love golf, but some are here because their company requires them to have volunteer hours. And we even talked to a JDC intern. Her name was Ellie, and she was near hole 6. So if you're out and about, stop and say hi to the TPC Deere Run marshals. They're the people who make it happen.
Yeah, so many volunteers, and they make it go off without a hitch every year.
I know, and they do a great job, and they're just great people to talk to.
Yeah.
Well, now this is the moment that I've been waiting for to share with you guys.
Yes.
So I went to the store yesterday.
Show us that swag.
Here we go. Okay, so there are tons of different golf polos, and a lot of these I'm sending home to family, because my family's from the East Coast, so I was able to find some really nice polos. Take a look at that.
Nice.
Yes, and actually one of them's for my boyfriend, so hey, if you're watching, don't look, because this is your birthday present.
Cover your eyes.
But yes, but a lot of these going home to my family back on the East Coast. I will say, a bit pricey, but it's worth it. It's very worth it.
It's an experience.
Yes, and of course, I thought this one was really cool. So this is a John Deere shirt, and on the back, this is my favorite part. It has the TPC Deere Run. It says Silvis, Illinois on it. It's just got that iconic John Deere Classic logo on there. And that one's for my little brother, so I could send him something too. And of course, you've got your beer koozies.
You gotta have the beer
koozies. You gotta get a
koozies,
koozie
yes.
or two. Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, I bought something for myself. I got this really cool pint glass. Maybe I should have unwrapped this before we started. Maybe I'll work on that for the second hit.
There's some ASMR bubble popping.
I promise it's a pint glass. We'll get that out for the second hit we do this. And then I just had gotten, a little sticker, and I bought myself a JDC pin. So it's very cool.
They have a lot of neat stuff in that store.
They really do. I'll tell you what, though, I had to take out a loan for all of this.
Yeah, it can get a little expensive.
It can definitely get pretty pricey. I'm pretty sure this whole thing was close to $300 if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So if you're going in there, but of course there are options that are a lot less money.
Oh, yeah.
But I had to go all out for my family.
Yeah,
make sure I could send some stuff home.
Like you said, there's price points for everybody.
Exactly.
I mean, that's where the giant golf ball came from. You can get that. They even have the little actual golf balls that I get every year for the collector's piece.
That's right.
It's got the year. So if this is your first time, or maybe you're here every year, I think it's like $3.85 for one of those golf balls.
Yes, yeah, very, very
Yeah.
affordable for that.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's a great place to be. We're talking about heat and humidity this week. It is so nice and cool in there. And they've
Yeah.
got a really nice playlist going.
They
so
do.
I noticed that when I was inside there.
I learned so much from Ava's segment. Oh, and also stock up on as much as you can, I hear. So she's going to be out and about today and tomorrow as well. So if you see her, make sure you say hi.